What I know for sure, wherever you go, you take yourself. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I truly do appreciate it. My name is Sheila for anybody that is new, and I have a series that I do called What I Know for Sure. Now, I've only done 4. This will be the 5th one, and I will link the playlist below of the other 4 videos. These videos, what I know for sure, are things, lessons that I've learned in my life that I know for absolutely sure. It is my core truth. It's what I know deep within my soul. Now, I only do these when the Spirit moves me to speak about a certain thing. So they're very sporadic. It's not something I do monthly or every 6 months. In fact, I think the last one I did was probably a year ago. So what I know for sure that I want to share with you today is wherever you go, you take yourself. And what I want to talk about in today's video is trauma, pain, sorrow, our problems, our secrets. Things that we tend not to want to face because they're difficult, they're painful, and we tend to run from pain. We run from our problems and try to avoid them because we don't want to face them. We run from the truth. We run from the past. We're afraid of the future. It all gets all mixed up, and we can't move forward due to something that may have happened in our life. Now, there's many levels of trauma in life. People go through unthinkable things. It can be abuse of any kind, sexual, physical, mental. It can be not wanting to deal with grief. People go through divorces or heartbreaking breakups. People lose a child. There are so many different things and problems that we can develop from not facing the truth and dealing with it. We will never outrun our issues. They will keep following us. They go with us everywhere we go, even if we're not conscious of it, because it's something that we have buried deep down inside. But just because we don't deal with it doesn't mean that it doesn't deal with us. And the truth is, no matter what it is, no matter how deep you have buried it, eventually you're going to have to face it. Eventually, you have to bring that out into the light in order to heal. We can't get well, we can't heal, and we can't be set free from it until we do. Now, I'm talking from my own experience, and I'm not going to go into any details, but I have had trauma and issues in my life that I buried for many years and did not want to face and did not want to deal with it. And guess what? They were still there, whether I dealt with them or not. It affected my life in many ways because we carry that deep hurt within us, and we blame others for it sometimes. Sometimes we want others to pay the price for something someone else did to us many years ago. And of course, that isn't fair. Sometimes we think we're the only one that this has happened to. But that isn't true either. Everybody goes through things. None of us are exempt from it. We don't realize that we are equipped to deal with whatever the issues are, whatever the trauma was that affected our lives so deeply. And we're afraid. We're afraid to even look at it. But in a case like that, we just have to do it afraid. That's the only way we're going to heal and become whole again. You can't run and hide because it's right there with you. You can't run far enough. You can't hide well enough because it's always with you, even if it's buried. And so we have to deal with it. I am in no way suggesting that it's easy, because it is not. Not at all. To look at some of the things that people have gone through, to look at what we have gone through, whatever it may be, is something that we do everything we can to avoid. We put it in the past. It's in the past. It's gone. It's not going to bother us anymore. It's in the past. But it isn't. It's in our present. It's in our lives every single day, whether that's consciously or unconsciously. It can affect how you think, how you behave, how you relate to other people, if you have any trust in other people, how you feel about yourself. It can affect our health tremendously. I can't tell anyone when the time is right to confront it, to confront those issues that plague us. All I can tell you is that it's worth going through the pain just to get free from it. That's the prize that you will get from facing it, is freedom. It's no longer a part of you. It's no longer in your day-to-day life, living on the inside, just eating you up one way or another. Sometimes we need help dealing with it. We may have to see a psychologist, a psychiatrist, be hypnotized. I was hypnotized once. It didn't work, but I tried it. Or if you can find somebody that you can talk to, that you can speak your truth to, that you can tell your whole truth to, whether that be a very trusted friend, it could be your partner, it could be your pastor at your church. But this kind of truth needs to be spoken out loud. We need to hear it. It needs to come from within us and out our lips. And as soon as it does, we have just taken it from darkness, a very deep, dark place that lives within us, brought it out into the light, and we're free. Freedom comes with a price, and there is a price to pay to face issues that haunt us. And that price is pain, sorrow, agony, a lot of emotions. But I can tell you, it's well worth the price to have that freedom. And then there's another step to this whole process, and that is the forgiveness part. That's also a very difficult process. Some people feel like they can't forgive. They can never forgive. But we can. When we really look at our own truth, we can see the truth of those that hurt us or inflicted that abuse on us or that pain on us. We can see that they were hurting also. We have no idea what happened in their lives because they have their own deep, dark, buried secrets. but we're all human. We all make mistakes, and forgiveness is a big part of this whole process. When you think about forgiveness, at least my first thought is, well, they don't deserve to be forgiven. Look at what they did. I could never forgive them. But that's because I didn't understand forgiveness is a gift to me. It's something that I do for me to bring peace into my life. Whoever wronged you or did something awful to you, number one, they may not care at all. Number two, they could be dead. So you can't go to them face to face and tell them, I forgive you. It's a process you go through within yourself, in your heart, that you truly do forgive them. You don't have to tell them for forgiveness to happen. You just have to do it for yourself. And that's the final release. That's the seal on the healing that you need so much, that will change your life. And the last thing I want to say about it is you will be grateful for so many things. We all have much to be grateful for, no matter what's happened in our lives, no matter what we have gone through. If we're still here, if no matter what happened to us, we have beautiful, lovely children and grandchildren, or a wonderful partner in life, or very dear friends. That's a lot to be grateful for, isn't it? So it opens your eyes and your heart to receive so much more than you ever have in your life. I don't know if any of you have been through any trauma, traumatic events, abuse, divorce, death, whatever the situation may be. But it's not hopeless. There is a way out, and there is a road to freedom. And believe me, it is worth taking that trip. Well, now I'm going to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today comes from Galatians 5:1. For freedom Christ has set us free. Stand firm, therefore, and do not submit again to the yoke of slavery. When we carry these things inside of ourselves and don't face them and don't deal with them, we become enslaved to them. Without facing our truth and without going through the forgiveness process, we remain a slave to it for many, many years until we're willing to let it go, until we're willing to face it and deal with it. This stuff can rob you of so many years of your life, and as I said earlier, eventually we have to face it. We can't put it off forever. I don't want to face something on my deathbed, because then I would have lived all those years with it. Whoever did things to us, whoever hurt us, would have had that power over our lives for our whole life. Take your power back. I know it's difficult, as I discussed, but it really is as simple as that. Don't let them have power over you anymore. Don't let them rob you of your life anymore. Set yourself free by facing it, forgiving, and experiencing true freedom for the first time in your life. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya!